One by one, Taiwanese soldiers practice their shooting. They're trying to step up their training in a rare chance for them to use live ammunition on this public beach. Exercises like these are becoming more common due to pressure from neighboring China, which has threatened to invade Taiwan to bring it under its control. So Taiwan has now narrowed down potential areas where an attack could begin. This area is known as the Red Beach. That means Taiwan's military considers it a likely spot for China to land troops and begin an invasion. That's why the military is making sure it knows how to defend this coastline. This beach, known as Zhongfu Beach, is crucial for Taiwan's defense due to its proximity to the country's largest airport. The beach also sits between a major wind farm and one of Taiwan's largest ports. But what makes this area even more strategic is that it's only 20 kilometers away from the capital city of Taipei.
They want to land in the north so that they can rapidly attack and capture the capital. The problem is that, of course, the Taiwanese know that also and have a lot of their forces up in the north. So it is important to be able to hold the north so that if the Chinese are going to land, they'll land in the south, and that's a much more difficult campaign.
But as an island country, Taiwan's shores are on the front line. Just last week, a man from China arrived on Taiwan shores via speedboat, an event likely to increase scrutiny over the military's coastal defense strategy. Taiwan has recently taken training into public places like these to get troops familiar with how a potential war could be fought. But military analysts say the drills are not realistic enough.
Live fire on the actual beach is better, certainly, than shooting on a range. But still, if we're talking realistic and rigorous, we're talking about combat conditions. And I will simply tell you, under modern conditions of warfare, you do not want your troops laid out in a big line in a big open space like a beach, because they're just a natural target.
This lack of realistic training is concerning many analysts in the US who say Taiwan's military exercises are too scripted. One example is a decades-old exercise in which a team in red practices invading the port of Taipei, while a team in blue defends. But the problem here is that the blue team seems to always win.
The big exercises always seem to go back to red team, blue team, and red team is clearly following a script that blue team already has in advance, and that is just a very bad way to train your leaders to make decisions. You need to combine that very scripted training with also training which is not live fire, where you are allowing your leaders to make decisions and to respond to a thinking enemy that isn't just operating on a script.
Yet Taiwan's military is starting to incorporate more realistic training across the armed forces, and these live fire drills are just a small part of it. Taiwan's military says the upcoming large-scale Hanguang exercises in July will have an unscripted element, a move in the right direction when facing such an unpredictable enemy. Hsueh and Jaime Ocon in New Taipei City for TaiwanPlus.